Hey guys, my name is Nora. This is going to be my first video on YouTube ever, and today I'm going to be unboxing a figurine of Dante from the game Devil May Cry 1. So a little bit of backstory about this figurine. It was created by NECA. In 2008, NECA announced that they would be doing an action figure of Dante. However, Capcom decided to pull the license from under NECA's feet as the toy was subsequently cancelled. So this figure was announced in 2008, but I guess there was some sort of misunderstanding or contract or license problems between NECA and Capcom, Capcom being the company who owns Devil May Cry. And this figurine was sort of in NECA's basement for like 7 years until in 2014 during NYCC. In NECA's booth they had this prototype of Dante made of clay and unpainted. This is still like the early version of this figurine, and eventually in early 2015 this figure was officially released. Now this figure is also discontinued from what I've checked. Also, one of the reasons why I was so excited when I found this figurine was scrolling through one of my local e-commerce applications, and I found someone who was selling their figurine collection, and I saw this Dante figurine. Okay, and that is it for the short overview, and here it is. I've strategically placed my black marker so you can't stalk me. Now, I broke my scissors unfortunately, so I have this little whale to help me today. Okay. You know, since this figurine is of Dante from the first Devil May Cry game, which came out in 2001, it reminds me of products that I have that also originate from the early 2000s. Like, I have a collection of Star Wars comics that was released in the early 2000s. I've also been watching the Devil May Cry anime from 2007, so that just makes me even more hyped for this. There he is! Oh. Okay, the box is a little bit dented at the back, but that's fine. It's nothing major. And besides, this figure is pretty, like, I want to say aged. I mean, it wasn't that long, but it's still pretty aged, so I don't mind if there's any, like, small imperfection. I'm going to switch POV so you can have a better look at this figure. Alright, now here he is. I'm gonna show you again what the box looks like. There's the front and the side. Got this little guy. Here it is in the back. Also, I really like this text up here. Half man, half demon, pure vengeance. It's so corny, but I mean that's the essence of DMC. This box opens up like a book. Ta-da! There's a Velcro over here, so if you want to keep it shut, you don't have to use tape. You can just close it and it'll stay that way. I really like that. Adding this Velcro, I feel, adds some more value to the box, which I really appreciate because I hardly ever take my figurines out of their boxes. Something about seeing them in the box, I just like to see them in here, and most of the time I like the box art way too much to just throw it away. And just one page of the art based on this figurine. Hello from this angle. There he is. I'm gonna put this aside. Wow. I'm kind of speechless. I've never purchased a figure like this. How do I say, like this refined? Yeah, I mean, I have a couple of figures, right? But none of them are as big as this, I don't think. And none of them are also as detailed. Okay, let's just open it. Oh no! Okay. Some of them fell out. Remove some of the wires. Oh my god! There he is! Wow! I mean, you know, I'm holding this in my hand and it's so... It feels kind of... not heavy, but it's a good weight. The weathering too, like... Wow, that looks really good. Does he stand up? No, he's gonna fall. Front, he is 7 inches tall with 30 points of articulation. So you can move his arm, his elbow bends as well, his head turns. You can also make him like bend forward. Forward, his knees. And even on his like ankle, you can... Weathering on his cape looks really nice. I honestly can't tell if the weathering on this figurine is just that good or this is actually kind of dirty. I generally can't tell if this is dusty or if it's just like that. Okay, yeah, you probably can't really see it on camera, but there's definitely a little bit of dust on him, so I will be cleaning him later. Face sculpt, I feel, in my opinion, is a little too harsh, I feel, because Dante in this era, I think he has kind of a softer boy look, I think, at least from the anime. But to be fair, it is from the anime. Anime people don't exactly look like actual human people, so I'm gonna move on to his accessories. We've got his sword. Now this is a very light material. It's not made of real metal. It's super light. But the details are really nice. The little skulls at the bottom, look at that. Really nice and incredible amount of detail in such a small item. Oh, it's not that small, I think it's around the width of 2 of my hands. And his next gun. Like, if you can see on the handle of the gun, there is actually some etchings there, like as if it's made from real wood. So that is a very cool detail. To me, these two are the stars of the show. The guns that we know and love. The guns that I can't get out. Oh, I'm really scared. I don't want to break these because they're a lot smaller. Okay, here we've got ebony and ivory. I really like the gold accents here. Oh, and I almost forgot the ones that I dropped earlier. Here it is. These are some extra special effects. Some explosions. Interchangeable hands. We've got a hand for holding the gun. And one hand also holding the gun, I think. Or you can just, it's like pointing in the air. Just noticed is that if you look at his hand, you can see the folds of the glove. Do you see that? Like there's folds between his fingers. You can see the fold of the glove. if you were wearing a leather glove in real life, there's going to be excess fabric around the knuckles. And you can even see that here. Look at these lines. And you can even see an imprint of the, oh, correct me if I'm wrong, phalanges. You know, when you fold your finger, you see, you've got your finger, right? This part right here, phalanges, I think, or metacarpals. Yeah, so the detail in the hands, I've been looking at it off camera, they're so amazing. I really appreciate this level of detail. I mean, they didn't have to, but the fact that they did. I'm gonna try make him hold the gun. Ready? Oh, get in there. There we go. Oh my god, look at that. He's actually shooting the gun. Okay. Alright, that's pretty cool. Nice, nice. Okay, wait. Another thing I want to talk about. Look at how perfectly his hand fits onto the gun. Look at that. Like his index finger, the trigger finger, it's like it's perfectly in there against the gun. Oh, he fell. Do you see that? That is wow. You know, I mean, I'm just reviewing this as a person who bought the figurine, but I cannot imagine the amount of work that goes into the details of this game. Like the amount of prototypes they must have needed just for one figure. And also the fact that this also perfectly fits at the end of the gun as well. Look at that. And that's what he looks like with the sword. Super happy with this. Sculpt is amazing. Color is great. Although it's cool as a special effect, I would much prefer if this windswept coat is just a interchangeable piece instead of a permanent one. Like if this coat was normal, you know, it was like it's just casually resting at his back instead of all the way diagonal up here, I would give this figure a 10 out of 10. Hi, back here again with Dante this time. It's a pretty good size figurine, no? Here's next to my face. I really like this figurine. I really do. It's just, like I said, the coat that kind of, well, I can tolerate it. I'm not a fan of it, but I don't hate it. Alright, and thank you so much for watching me unbox and review this figurine. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think you might buy this figurine? If you have any feedback for me, please do let me know in the comments. And thank you so much for watching. Bye!